Hey everybody, my name's Esteban. I'm part of the communications class, and I'm going to be reading Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury today, so that way I can get credit for this assignment. I'm going to be starting off on page 142, where the fake Montauk was just killed on camera. And then, after a time of the men sitting around the fire, their faces expressionless, an announcer on the dark screen said, "The search is over. Montauk is dead. A crime against society has been avenged." Darkness. "We now take you to the sky room of the Hotel Lux for a half hour of Just Before Dawn, a program of..." Granger turned it off. "They didn't show the man's face to focus. Did you notice? Even your best friends couldn't tell if it was you. They scrambled. It's just enough to let the imagination take over. Hell," he whispered. "Hell." Montauk said nothing, but now, looking back at it, sat with his eyes fixed to the black screen, trembling. Granger touched Montauk's arm. "Welcome back from the dead." Montauk nodded. Granger went on. "You might as well know all of us now. This is Fred Clement, former occupant of the Thomas Hardy Chair at Cambridge in the years before it became an atomic engineering school. This other here is Dr. Simmons from UCLA, a specialist in Ortega acid. Professor West here did quite a bit of ethics, an ancient study now, for Columbia University quite some years ago. Reverend Pat over there, he gave a few lectures 30 years ago and lost his flock between one Sunday and the next for his views. He's been bumming with us some time now. Myself, I wrote a book called The Fingers in the Glove, the proper relationship between the individual and society. And here I am. Welcome, Montauk." I don't belong with you," said Montauk, at last, slowly. "I've been an idiot all the way." "We're used to that. We all made the right kind of mistakes, or we wouldn't be here. When we were separate individuals, all we had was rage. I struck a fireman when he came to my library some time years ago. I've been running ever since. You want to join us, Montauk?" "Yes." "What have you to offer?" "Nothing. I thought I had a part of the book of Ecclesiastes and maybe a little of Revelation, but I haven't even that now." "The book of Ecclesiastes would be fine. Where was it?" "Here." Montauk touched his head. "Ah." Granger smiled and nodded. "What's wrong? Isn't that all right?" said Montauk. "Better than all right. Perfect." Granger turned to the Reverend. "Do we have a book of Ecclesiastes?" "One. A man named Harrison in Youngstown." "Montauk." Granger took Montauk's shoulder firmly. "Walk carefully. Guard your health. If anything should happen to Harris, you are the book of Ecclesiastes. See how important you've become in less than a minute?" "But I've forgotten." "No. Nothing's ever lost. We have ways to shake down your clinkers for you." "But I've tried to remember." "Don't try. It'll come when we need it. All of us have photographic memories, but spend a lifetime learning how to block off the things that are really in there. Simmons here has worked on it for 20 years, and now we've got the method down to where we can recall anything that's been read once. Would you like, someday, Montauk, to read Plato's Republic?" "Of course!" "I am Plato's Republic. Like to read Marcus Aurelius?" "Mr. Simmons is Marcus." "How do you do?" said Mr. Simmons. "Hello," said Montauk. "I want you to meet Jonathan Swift, the author of that evil political book, Gulliver's Travels. And this other fellow is Charles Darwin. And this one is Scrofinger. And this one is Einstein. And this one here at my elbow is Mr. Albert Schweitzer, a very kind philosopher indeed. Here we all are, Montauk, Aristophanes, and Mahatma Gandhi, and Gautama Buddha, and Confucius, and Thomas Love Peacock, and Thomas Jefferson, and Mr. Lincoln, if you please. We are also Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John." Everyone laughed quietly.